Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Melanin Intuition Tarot. My name is Ezekiel. I am an intuitive tarot and oracle card reader. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another pick a card reading with me today. Um, it's really good to be back with you all. I'm not sure if those of you watching have seen my community post from a couple of days ago. Um, I was just talking about, just me apologizing for being very inconsistent with my videos. I've just the past couple of months, I would even say the past year, just things haven't been as stable for me financially. I've just been praying and manifesting for some good financial stability to where I'm able to also, have time to do my readings and work on my business and stuff like that. So it's finally able to manifest for me after a really long time, um, which I'm very happy about. I love my new job position. It really allows me a lot of time to, again, record videos and stuff in the morning and do work on my business and things like that. So I have plenty of time for that. So I'm able to be, more consistent with you guys regarding my videos and putting, more pick a cards out there. I also have my Patreon that I am kind of finishing up. I am hoping, no. I will. Spirit says no. So I will have that up and ready for y'all by Friday. Um, I'm really excited for that as well. It's going to be very, very affordable. I think I'm only going to charge like $1 for like the first tier, but the first tier comes with like a lot of different things. You get coupons on my personal private readings. You get access to my 18 plus readings, and I'm going to be doing zodiac sign readings and monthly predictions and things like that I don't usually post on my regular YouTube channel. I'm going to make those exclusive. So I'm really excited for that. A lot of things happening here in the background at the Melanin Intuition office space here. So I have a lot of things going on. I'm getting a new camera and microphone, and hopefully my videos have better quality to them and better audio and all of that. So I have a lot going on here, but everything is, falling into place now, which I'm super, super, super excited about. And I'm super excited to share it with you all as well, and to, you know, grow my community a lot more, and just be here with you guys. Because I love you guys so much. You guys are like so supportive. I just reached 500 subscribers, and I'm very happy about that as well. Um, but yeah, I think that's all the announcements that I have for you guys. Again, thank you all for your support. Those who've been supporting me in my channel, my likers, viewers, subscribers, commenters, everyone who's been just showing me support and love. Those who've been purchasing readings by me, private readings by me. I really appreciate all the reviews, very positive reviews. Um, but yeah, it's good to be back. So today, I decided to spoil you all with a nice future spouse reading. I know you guys really enjoy my future spouse readings. I'm actually going to have a couple of these coming up for you this week and next week. So be on the lookout for these. Um, but yeah, uh, three groups here. So today we're talking about your future spouse's friends' first impressions of you. And I'm also going to be pulling cards on your first impressions of them as well. So, it's going to be a very, very interesting reading. So I have three groups here for you today. We have group number one here with this clear quartz crystal. Have group number two with this prehnite crystal necklace. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's definitely one of my favorite crystals. It looks very extraterrestrial. And then group number 3 here with this feather. I think this is a bird's feather. I'm not sure what kind. So again, group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Make sure you guys are choosing with your intuition, so that way you're choosing the group that will resonate with you the best. You can also choose more than one group if you feel led to. That's on you. If you have a little bit of trouble selecting a group, definitely check out you can Google like a random number generator, and it'll generate a number for you to choose. I do that sometimes when I watch other people's pick a card readings, and I just about always end up with a group that resonates with me really well. So you can try that too. So yeah, and when you're ready to go to your group, check out the description box below, and the timestamps to your selected group will be there. And also, it will be pinned in the comment section as well. So, group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. I will see you all at your designated reading. Peace out. What is good, group number 1? For those of you who are drawn to this clear quartz crystal, this is going to be your reading on your future spouse's friends' first impressions of you. So we're going to start off here with some tarot cards, um, and then we'll pull a few oracle cards, and I think that'll be it, unless Spirit says otherwise. So, yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this reading. Spirit, please tap me into the collective energies of group number 1. For group number 1, we're looking into group number 1's future spouse's friends' first impressions of them, and their first impressions of the friends. So, for some of you, your future spouse may live at a distance from you, or they may be from like a different country than you, or different state, or different. Um, I don't know, but I feel like they don't live close to you, or they're not from where you're from. So I feel like regarding like the relationship as a whole, um, it may start off as like something long distance, and you guys may have to like travel back and forth to one another until you finally, make things decide to get settled, and you may have to choose who moves where. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of getting the vibe that you may move to where they live at. And I feel like that's going to be how you meet their friend, like finally get to meet their friends and family. It's definitely going to be like while traveling, whether you traveling towards them or them traveling towards you. I feel like mostly it's going to be you traveling towards them. And I feel like this is going to be something that's like very well anticipated. Um, your future spouse is very close to their friends. Your future spouse is somebody who doesn't let anybody in, like just anybody in. There's somebody who is very selective over like their friend group. Those who, just they're just very cautious of those who are around them. I feel like yeah, this 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Um, so like I feel like your future spouse may have gone through a lot of shitty friendships and connections and even relationships in the past where they've gone through a lot of like betrayal, or like their friends being very like two-faced, or like talking shit about them behind their back. I feel like they've had a lot of fake friends in their life, and the current friends that they have by the time they meet you are more of like chosen family. They're not, I feel like they don't really look at them as like a friend. They may look at them as like a brother or a sister. Um, that's how I feel like how close they are with their friend group. They don't look at them as friends. They look at them as family. Your future spouse definitely comes from a culture where family is something like very important. Yeah, you got the Ten of Pentacles here, which is definitely a family card. So family is very important to your future spouse. They don't look at friends as friends. They look at them as more so of a family. But yeah, your future spouse definitely has gone through a lot of shitty connections in the past, and you may have as well. So they've done a lot of releasing, a lot of being very cautious of their energy. That's something, a lesson that they're learning is being very cautious of their energy and the energy that they put out there. So what else can you tell us about this spirit? Um, this is for group number one, their future spouses, friends, first impressions of them. What are the first impressions? So you got the Eight of Cups here. Hold on, I need to adjust my mic here. Okay. And I apologize if the sound quality or the video quality isn't really up to par. Um, I've been recording on my phone for the past like year and a half, and yeah, it's not working out anymore. So I'm having to waiting for my next paycheck to come in, but I'm definitely getting me a brand new camera and microphone and doing a whole different setup over here. So I'm excited for that. So I do apologize if the sound quality is a little bit off. I'm trying over here. So Eight of Cups here, definitely you will be traveling to meet them, or they will be traveling to meet you. Um, yeah, it just feels like a lot of travel regarding this group. So you may travel a lot with your future spouse as well. But as far as like their first impressions of you, I feel like with this Eight of Cups, they feel like, or I feel like your future spouse has like told them a lot about you and told them a lot about like your past, your journey, things that you've had to go through in life, things that you've had to overcome. Your future spouse loves to talk about you, by the way. Um, it's almost as if they love to like brag about you. That's how much they love you. They love to brag about you. They love to tell other people about you. And it's not that they're telling other people like your business or anything, but it's like they just they just love the fact that they're with you and how like unique of a person you are and how dynamic you are. And they're just very happy to be with you. I just keep getting the energy of like they're just very happy to be with you, and they love to tell the whole world about you. So they tell their friends about you a lot. They talk to their friends about you a lot. So I feel like by the time they meet you for the first time, your future spouse's friends will know quite a bit about you. I feel like your future spouse definitely paints a very positive and very like it's like your future spouse paints you as a very like powerful individual. It's like they may talk about like things you may have had to overcome, certain obstacles you may have had to overcome, and it's like they just talk about you as if you're well, not as if I believe this as well. You're a very powerful individual. Yeah, you're a very powerful individual, and I feel like you've definitely had to overcome a lot in life, and I feel like really, your future spouse's friends really appreciate that about you. You're very different than people your future spouse has dated in the past. Um, yeah, you're very different from their usual type. They may be used to dating people who are like um, who may not look at the glass halfway full. They may have dated a lot of people who were very negative or pessimistic. Um, and I feel like you are somebody who, despite going through a lot of bullshit in your life, you have overcome it. You don't allow it to become your personality. you're very like resilient, and I feel like that's what they really love about you. They're definitely going to really enjoy or really like how resilient and responsible and respectful you are. Um, Definitely, their first impression of you is a very positive one, and it's a very what's the word I'm looking for? I've been thinking of a word for the longest. They admire you. That's the word. They admire you. Group number one. Your future spouse's friends admire you. They admire your hard work. They admire everything that you've done for yourself. Some of you, somebody's a single mother here as well, so they may really um, love how much of a good parent you are as well. What else, Spirit? What else? You got the three of disc. So another first impression is they like how well you fit into their group. Um, and it's not really like a group, let's say family. They love how well you fit into the family. You, first and foremost, your future spouse's family and friends are very open. They're very, they're not one of those like monster in laws who are very, overbearing or, gives you a hard time. I feel like their family and their chosen family, which is their friends, are very open minded. They love new people to enter into the group. They love love as well. So I'm picking up that it's not that they may like meddle in the relationship or anything, but you know, they may be one of those, people, friend groups or family people who, be like, oh, so when are you guys getting married, or are we having grandkids soon? Things like that. Um, not in like a nagging or pressuring type of way, but more of a, in a um, like them just being very excited for your future spouse to finally be with somebody who is obviously a perfect fit for them, because you and your future spouse seem like a very perfect fit just based off of the energy that I'm feeling. So definitely their first impressions is how well you fit not only with your future spouse but also with the family in general. You fit very well. This is a very non-judgmental family here as well. You got the hangman here and you have eight of swords. Yeah, they definitely admire like, yeah, with the hangman here and the eight of swords, they really um admire your story. They admire like the things you've gone through in life and how you've kind of mastered like your own mind. Um, I feel like the way that you think with this hangman here is very intriguing to them. I feel like their first impressions of you is that you have a very unique mind. You have a very unique way of viewing the world. You don't look at the world the same way a lot of other people do. You have a very unique way of seeing things. Um, and you're also somebody who doesn't stay down for long. They really admire your resilience as well. A lot of admiration coming from this friend group. They admire you so much. Like I cannot get over how much admiration I'm feeling here. They admire you so much. They admire everything about you. They definitely admire just how strong willed of a person you are. You're not somebody who, something bad happens to you. You're not somebody who, stays in the mud, or you're not somebody who just wants other people to feel bad for you. You're somebody who, you know, shit happens, you process it, and then you move on with your life. You don't allow it to consume you. So they really admire your resilience, and they really admire um, how mature you are as well. So lots of very um, admirable qualities that you possess. Um, I feel like another first impression is that you're a great example. They may have like your future spouse's friends may like already be like couples, or some of them may already be married and have like their own families or their own kids. I feel like your future spouse's friends may feel that you're a great example to their kids. You're a great example of what it means to be a decent, I mean, like a decent fucking human being, you know, because a lot of people are not. A lot of people are not decent human beings. But I feel like you are. You're a very decent human being. Um, you're very much an example of what it means to be a good person, and you don't need like a threat of like what'll happen to you in the afterlife or hell or whatever. You know, you do good things, and you're a good person because you're a good person. You know, um, and I really like that about you as well. You're very stable as well, especially very emotionally stable. You have a good balance. You have a good inner balance. Can I get maybe like one or two more of these cards, Spirit, before I move on to some Oracle cards? What all they fell on for? Ace of Cups. Ooh. Their first impression of you is that, again, you melded so well with the family. It's like with this Ace of Cups, they feel that you are like you're somebody who belongs in the family. It's like if you feel like home to them, and they feel like home to you as well. That's definitely your first impressions of them is they feel like home to you. I feel like you may be somebody who doesn't feel very. You may feel that you don't fit in many places or in certain groups of people, but their family is going to really embrace you and really engulf you into the family as if you've been there, you know, your whole life. Um, they're also I also just heard that they're going to really get along very well with your family as well. Like their family, like your future spouse's family and friends are going to get along very well with your family and friends. So this is very good and very like just I don't know, very I don't know, just a very good impression here. I definitely feel like this is a group of people that you've been definitely been waiting for. Of course, you're going to even before you meet your future spouse, you're going to have have met your own soul tribe and your own friend group. Um, if not already, but being with your future spouse's friends is going to feel very you're going to feel very complete. So let's get a couple of more. I can actually move that over here. Okay. So let's get a little bit more about their first impressions of you. So spirit group number one's first impressions, or friends. Group number one's future spouses, friends, first impressions of them. Virtue, I love this. So you acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So you're somebody who, again, you're a very good example of what it means to be a good person. You're a good example of somebody who has good morals, good values, good ethics. And I feel like their first impressions of you is you're definitely somebody who they could see themselves like growing with. Um, yeah, I could definitely see like you guys being very a very close knit family, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of growth in these connections. You're going to help them grow a lot. Um, I feel like you may introduce a very unique like perspective on life to them, not necessarily changing their beliefs or anything like that, but you may offer just a unique perspective on life that really causes them to grow and to make their lives better as well. So you're like offering a lot of um, what is this like Pluto energy? Some of you may be Scorpios. Yeah, you may be a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, definitely Pisces and Scorpio here. Definitely Pisces here. Got Pisces. What else? Yeah, I'm picking up heavy water signs here. So some of you may be water signs, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising, or in your Venus. Bless me. Um, yeah, they definitely feel like you're very virtuous as well. You are somebody who has very good, just have very good values and morals, and it shows in your actions as well. You're somebody who, again, you're a very good example to them, and I feel like they are a good example to you as well. You all really balance each other out. You know, not only with just you and your future spouse, but also with your future spouse's friends as well. Um, I like this energy. Can I get one more of these, actually, Spirit? You bring a very expansive energy to the group. I just need one more of these, Spirit. Just one more, please, and thank you. I'm not going to take these, but I'm going to take the one that fell over. So you have kindness. Yeah, you are humanitarian, made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. Yeah, you are a very kind person. You're a very generous person. You may have been somebody who struggled with people pleasing in the past, but I feel like by the time you meet your future spouse, that's something that is not an issue with you. But you're a very kind and open-hearted person. Some of you may work in like a helping profession, like social work or advocacy. You may work in like justice, social justice. You may be a counselor, therapist, coach, something where you're helping people, customer service, hairdresser. You know, it doesn't matter as long as you're doing something like a service that actually helps other people. I definitely feel like you would really prosper in that, and I feel like they really admire your, you know, what you do for a living. They really admire. And look, the sun just came out because it was very cloudy just a couple of seconds ago. So I know I'm on the right track. So you guys definitely, and with the sun energy coming in too, you guys offer. They look at you as a very they look at you as a light. They look at you as somebody who's brought light to the darkness that they may have been going in. They may before like meeting you, they may have gone through quite a bit of some type of loss of some sort, like a loss or betrayal of some sort. And it's like you bring in this light into their lives. You also bring in, you know, an energy that they didn't even know that they were missing. So you bring a lot of positivity and light to their lives and a lot of balance. You're a very kind individual, and they really like that about you. Can I get? I'm actually gonna get like. Let me go ahead and get two more of these. Let me go ahead and get two more of these, Spirit. I'll take these two that fell. Harmony, yeah. I was just talking about that balance. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. You definitely bring in a lot of balance in their lives. Your future spouse's friends' first impressions of you is that you are somebody who is very balanced. You have things are going very well for you in your life, at least by the time you meet your person, and start to meet the friends. Some of you, you know, you may not be in that energy right now. But this is definitely, you know, kind of future energy here. That very good news that, you know, things will balance out for you. Things will be stable for you. Just keep hanging on in there. But you're definitely bringing in a lot of balance and again, a lot of energy that they didn't even know that they needed. Um, then you have commitment here. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. So they definitely feel that you're committed to the relationship with your partner. They definitely don't feel, because I feel like your partner may have been like cheated on in the past or like really taken advantage of in some type of way. I'm even picking up for somebody that like somebody like one of their exes was like stealing money from them. Um, that's not for everybody, just like one or two people. But like your future spouse is definitely going through it regarding their love life. For some of you, this person could be older than you as well. Um, but yeah, I feel like your future spouse's friends feel that you're not like those past people. You're somebody who's very committed to the connection. You're not on any type of bullshit. You're in it to win it, and you really they really can see how much you love their your future spouse, and they really love that about you. They really do. Um, you bring in a lot of harmony to your future spouse's life. You bring in a lot of love into the life as well. Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of that light energy that I was talking about. It was just it's love. You bring in a lot of love into their lives. You're very understanding as well. They love how understanding you are. They love how non judgmental you are. You are very open and accepting of a lot of people. As long as nobody's hurting or harming anybody, you don't give a shit. you you live your life and you let others live their lives as well, and they really like that about you. Um, but I think this is all that I'm seeing for you, group number one. Um, yeah, let me know how this reading resonates with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. And if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, check out the description box below and follow the link to my Etsy page, and you can purchase your reading there, or you can head over to my website at rebootofthesoul.com and you can purchase your reading there as well. But yeah, group number one, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out. What is up, group number two? For those of you who were drawn to this granite necklace here, this is going to be your reading on your future spouse's friends' first impressions of you. So I'm going to move this over here to the side. Um, Pray night usually, because I wear this like every day. It helps me with, um, black. People. A lot of people use black crystals like black obsidian and tourmaline and stuff like that for, keeping their energy stable and away from others. But I like this. Pray night has worked the best for me. Um, so your future spouse's friends may feel like you're someone who's very private. You're somebody who you don't, how do I phrase this? You don't show all of your cards. You're somebody who, they have to take time to get to know you. And of course, I feel like your future spouse is going to tell them a lot about you. But I feel like they're not going to tell them everything about you, because I feel like your future spouse wants to leave that up for you. Your future spouse respects the shit out of you. They really respect you. Um, yeah, your future spouse really respects you, and they really want what's best for you. They will never cross you because they know better. Let's just say that. But yeah, you're somebody who is giving me a little bit of Wednesday vibes from the Adams Family. I don't know if you guys have seen that show on Netflix, or the Adams Family. The old TV show. I used to watch that, or the movie back from the '90s. Um, but very good show and very good movie. But Wednesday Adams, um, she was all about her shit. She was somebody to not cross. She was somebody who you really couldn't read them very well. So I feel like one of their first impressions of you is that you may be a little hard to read. And it's not that you don't like them or anything. I feel like you really like their friends. It's just that part of who you are. And I get this too, because this sounds like me as well. But just part of who you are is that you just don't show all of your cards. There's no right or wrong way to to do that. But I feel like you're just somebody who just doesn't show all of your cards. You're somebody who prefers somebody to take the time to get to know you. If you have a question about you, ask. Don't just assume shit. Ask. So I feel like you're just somebody who you don't give a lot of shit. I'm picking up Virgo vibes from y'all. Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio, Libra, um, Capricorn, Taurus. Some of you may be heavy on your Earth sign. Um, whether it's in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or your Mercury as well. Um, but definitely you're just somebody who just you just people have to get to know you. People have to unwrap those layers of who you are in order to get to the core of who you are. Everybody doesn't get to see certain parts of who you are. I feel like their first impressions of you, I feel like they're up for the challenge. That's their first impression of you, is that they're up for the challenge, is because their future spouse, I mean your future spouse, fucking loves you and talks extremely highly of you. So it's like their friends are like, oh well, I want to get to know them too. I want to see this side of them. You keep telling us these good things about them. We believe you, but we just want to see it too. So it's like they're definitely going to, put in the effort and the work to really and the patience to really get to know you more and to not rush, the you guys bonding or connection or connecting. So I feel like once they do, kind of open you up a little more, um, your bond and connection with them is going to be very strong. You're going to have a very strong bond and connection with your future spouse's friends. You may be somebody who doesn't have a lot of friends, so I feel like their friends are going to become your friends. Um, yeah, and it's going to be a very like close knit. It feels like a family. This is definitely like chosen family. Some of you may have some messages in group number one, so check that out if you're interested. But definitely your future spouse's friends' first impressions of you is definitely that they're willing to get to know you and to take their time and getting to know you as well. They don't want to rush it because I feel like they can feel that you're not somebody to rush. You prefer to take your time and really get to know other people and for other people to really get to know you before you kind of open up and show them, other parts of yourself. Because I feel like you're a very dynamic individual, group number two. You're very dynamic. Everybody doesn't get to see, most parts of you. You have a lot of different sides to you. You might have some Gemini in your chart as well. You just have a lot of different sides to you, and people just gotta take their time to get to know you. So let's see, get some tarot cards here. Group two, future spouses, friends, first impressions of them, spirit. Ooh, I like this spread already. How many is this? Three. Can I get two more? I think I did five for the other group. Who knows? Just two more, please. One, one more. I will take that. Anything else? Okay. So you have death here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is definitely like Wednesday vibes. um, you bring in a lot of transformations. So many of you may be Scorpios, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you may have a lot of Scorpio placements or Pluto placement or like significant Pluto placements or Mars. Um, but I feel like your future spouse, and again, look how he's kind of like the skeleton here is like opening themselves up, and underneath them, you have this woman here, and she's opening herself up too, and it's like layers upon layers. So I feel like their first impression of you is that you're somebody who, again, you don't show all of your cards. You're somebody who you really have to get to know you in order to really get to know you. A lot of people think that they know you, group number two, but they really, really don't. Um, I feel like you're a very complex and dynamic individual. It's like people. I feel like their impressions of you is that you're a very unique individual and that you're somebody who has a lot of different facets to them and different parts to them, and it really interests them. Like they're very interested in getting to know you. Their first impression of you is that you're a very different person. You're a very different and unique individual, and they fucking love it. They may be somebody. I'm picking up like alternative. So your future spouse's friend group may be a little bit like alternative, or like a little bit like divergent in a way, or they may be like um, type of people who are who don't live up to like societal norms or expectations. Um, I feel like that's the type of people that you may prefer to be around as well. But I feel like your future spouse's friends really love your addition to the group. You're somebody, again, you're very dynamic, and that really intrigues them. They really want to get to know you more. You have the Princess of Disc here. You're somebody, I feel like they also admire how well you can carry a load. That sounded very dirty, but I feel like you're somebody who takes on a lot. You may overwork, or you may have a lot going on as far as your career is going, or even your home life. Some of you may have a lot going on in your home, or certain financial situations. But I feel like with this Princess of Disc, it's like you handle this shit like a boss, like you're a boss, and they really love how your future spouse's friends really love how just strong you are. You're a very strong individual. Definitely, there are some messages in group number one for you. It's very similar. You got the Two of Cups. You're very honest. You're very good at communicating. You're somebody. I feel like they really love how you communicate. Your future spouse's friends really like your voice as well. You have a very nice voice to them. You may have some of you. You may have a different accent than your future spouse's friends. Like your future spouse may be from like a different country or something, or they may tend to hang around people from their specific, culture or religion or, ethnicity. So they may have an accent. The friends might have an accent, and you may have like a different accent to them, and they may really like that as well. As something I'm picking up. Yeah, they really like your voice. They love how generous and caring you are as well. I feel like you're somebody who really takes care of those who take care of you. You also really take care of those who you really love and respect and adore. And they do this as well with this Two of Cups. It's a very balanced energy. You're very similar to their group. You have a lot of similarities to your future spouse's friends. Um, so I feel like you will really click over like certain things that you all like really like. I'm picking up bands. Some of you may, have a favorite band, and your future spouse's friends, like one or two of them may have, that same, they may really like that same band or music artist. So many of you may vibe over music for some of you, or you may vibe over something about like pop culture. So maybe something like TikTok. You may, you know, um, say certain things that are like exclusive to like TikTok videos, and they may catch on to it. That could be something there as well. But I feel like you all like really click and really get one another. So this is um, a very stable connection here. You have the Fool here. So you're somebody who's not afraid to take risk. You're somebody who's not afraid to put your best foot forward and go for whatever it is that you're wanting to go for. And I feel like they admire that about you as well. I feel like by the time you do meet your future spouse's friends, you would have gone through, because look, you have the Tower here, and then you had Death here at the bottom of the deck too. Excuse me for the sniffing. But I feel like by the time you meet your future spouse's friends, you would have gone through a lot of transformations, a lot of different things going on in your life that you've had to overcome. I feel like, um, yeah, you might have had to go through some sort of like abrupt change or some sort of like unexpected change or transition. Some of you, this could involve you having to have like relocated, and maybe that's how you met your future spouse. Um, but Spirit's being a little bit mysterious about this. I feel like, you guys have been waiting a really, really long time to meet your future spouse, and I feel like the meeting between the both of you is going to be very, very unexpected and out of nowhere. Um, and I feel like you may really bond with your future spouse's friends, not bond, but they may really be, you know, intrigued about like how you both met, or they may feel that, oh wow, that's so serendipitous, or this so weird, how this happened, and if this wouldn't have happened, then you both wouldn't have been able to meet. I feel like that's something that you guys will talk about a lot as well, is how you and your future spouse met. I feel like that's a story that you'll be able to, tell people, or tell like your kids, your grandkids, if that's, if that's what you want. I know everybody doesn't want kids, and that's perfectly fine. Um, so you may tell other people about how you both met, but regardless of any of that, I definitely feel like they really admire you. That's a really big thing here, is they really admire you. They really love how much light you bring into their life, and how much light you bring into your future spouse's life. I feel like your future spouse may have also have gone through quite a bit of change and transformations, and a lot of disappointments and betrayal and loss. And they may have even, kind of given up on love. But when you come in, um, you really change that for them. They start to believe in love again. And you may, have gone through the same thing as well. But as far as, your future spouse's friends, they love how you love your future spouse. They love your connection with one another. They love, the positivity that you brought into their life. What else, Spirit? You're very intelligent as well. I feel like they really enjoy how intelligent you are. I feel like, again, with this conversation here, you have really good conversation. You may not talk a lot, but when you do talk, there's something about your voice that really make people listen. People love to listen to you. People really respect what you say. Um, yeah, your future spouse's friends definitely love to talk with you. I feel like you may be somebody who, may know a lot of different things. Some of you may really be into like mythology or like the occult. Um, and it's like you offer this, um, you know, new way of looking at things. And I feel like they really appreciate that. There's something that really intrigues them. Yeah, I want to pull some oracle cards here to kind of finish the reading off. But definitely something about communication. You guys, um, even after, meeting for the first time, you guys will communicate a lot with one another. You will definitely exchange numbers. I see you both like exchanging numbers, texting with one another, or calling or FaceTiming or whatever. Your future spouse may also like to hang out with their friends quite a bit. So if that's an issue with you, make sure you speak up about that, at the beginning, and not let it, be something that you kind of let pile up and you kind of explode about it. This relationship or this connection with your future spouse is really going to teach you how to communicate, and how to communicate in a healthy and effective way. That may be a lesson that you're kind of still needing to learn. You may have not had a lot of practice on that as far as like a romantic connection. Okay, so spirit, group number two is future spouses, first impressions of them. You have acceptance. Yeah, they definitely accept you. They really love the addition, or they love how you add to the group. You know, you don't take away, you don't change anything. You add to the group because the group is already stable. It's already, has a solid foundation. Um, so I feel like they really accept you into the group. They're very accepting people, very open minded people. Can I get, how many is this? Three. Can I get one more? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you bring in a lot of change to this group, or yeah, a lot of change and transformations. With this elevation card, you offer this like elevating energy, and I wouldn't be surprised that like when you do meet like your future spouse's friends, like good things start to happen in their lives. I feel like you are, a bit of um, a magnet for change and a magnet for good things as well. I feel like you cause a lot of change in people's lives, which is probably why you may have quite, a significant Pluto placement, or you guys may be Scorpios. But you bring in a lot of change into people's lives, and they really, really admire this about you. You bring in a lot of elevation. I feel like another, first impression of you is that you just feel good to them. They can't really put many words to it, but it's something about your energy that just feels good to them. It, makes, the time, they spend with you, they feel very good around you. I don't know what else to say about that. But they feel really good about you. You bring in a lot of joy into their life as well. You may be somebody, I feel like, another first impression of you is that you're somebody who brings in a lot of joy. And it's funny that it came up under the sun here. You bring in a lot of joy into their lives. Again, you bring in this light, this positive energy that kind of sweeps through the friend group. And I feel like a lot of them, it causes, things to change in their lives as well. Yeah, you bring in a lot of change into their lives, a lot of positive change. Somebody, one of their friends could have, just applied for this job or something, and then they meet you the next day, and then they get a call the day after that they got the job. You know, so it's like you bring in like this string of good luck to the group, and I feel like they're, part of their, first impressions of you, is that they kind of notice that things start to kind of really align for the group, for them individually, as you've kind of entered into the group. You're a bit of good luck. You're a bit of a good luck charm for them. Um, yeah, they're very. So you have tolerance here. It says you appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. They love how open minded you are. They love how tolerant you are. You're somebody who you can take on a lot, and I said that before, but you can take on a lot. You're not somebody who's, weak minded or weak willed. You're somebody who, whatever the universe throws at you, you take it and you move forward. You don't allow it to consume you. You don't allow it to become your personality. You take it and you move on. And I feel like they admire that about you as well. And I feel like that's an example for them. And I feel like you, you rub off on the friend group as well. They may, really start to look up to you, and they may ask questions like, "How do you do this?" Or they may come to you for like advice or guidance. Make sure you're setting healthy boundaries, though. Group number two, that may be a lesson that you're kind of needed to learn is setting healthy boundaries. So please set boundaries with them with this tower card here. Set healthy boundaries with them. Not to say that you have to dismiss everybody, but just set those boundaries if you don't feel like being bothered, or you don't want to be that friend that everybody comes to for advice, and set that boundary. But I don't feel like it's going to be a one-sided thing. I feel like they may come to you, and I feel like you would trust them enough to go to them for things as well. So it's going to be a very balanced connection with the friend group. I don't feel like it's going to feel. It's not going to feel one-sided. This is going to feel very equal and balanced. So I wouldn't worry much about that. I feel like that's something that you and your future spouse as friends will will really vibe over. A very good bond and connection. Like, this is soul family with this two of cups. Two of cups is like soulmate card. So this is soul family here. You're definitely, several of your future spouse's friends are part of your soul family as well. This is definitely soul tribe. I really like this for you. I feel like this is something that you've been really, looking for. Many of you, you're looking for home. You're looking for some place to call home, because I feel like you may, you know, have been kind of like wandering a while. You may feel that you don't fit in anywhere, or you may always feel that you can have close friends, but you may feel that you're kind of the oddball. So I feel like your future spouse's friends is going to make you feel at home. They're very, very non judgmental. They're very open and accepting of you, no matter who you are, no matter what you practice, no matter what you believe. They're very accepting. Like, literally, I feel that as long as you don't hurt or harm anybody or yourself, they don't give a shit, and they love you for you. Um, so this is a very beautiful reading. I'm really excited for you to meet your future spouse's friends, if you haven't already. But group number two, these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates for y'all in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. And if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, I'll check out the description box below, and you can head over to my website at rebootofthesoul.com, or or you can check out the Linktree link in my and take that to my Etsy page, and you can purchase your reading there. But group number two, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out. What is up, group number three? Last but not least, for those of you who chose this feather here, oh, I can't pick it up. And this feather here, this is going to be your reading on your future spouse's friends' first impressions of you. So we're gonna start off with some tarot, then we'll end off with a few oracle cards. So Spirit, we're tapping into the collective energies of group number three. They wanted to know their future spouse's friends' first impressions of them. So off the bat, I'm feeling like for the most part, all of their friends may really, really like you. They going to be really accepting of you. But I am, which is very different from the other groups, I am picking up on this energy, and this isn't for everybody. I am picking up on this energy of like one person out of the friend group who not necessarily have a problem with you being together, but I don't know what their problem is, to be honest with you. I feel like this is just their personality. They just like to have issues with other people. Um, so you may have a couple of words with one of the friends. No, no, no. Your future spouse is going to have a couple of words with this friend. You're not going to have to do anything about it. I feel like your future spouse, if this does happen to you, again, this is not for everybody. I don't want to get anybody's, up in arms about it, but I am picking up on this energy of one individual within your future spouse's friend group that your future spouses will have to put in check. Because I was hearing check, and I was like, check? What does that mean, Spirit? And then I heard put in check. So, yeah, your future spouse might have to put one of their friends in check. They may have said something out the side of their mouth about you, whether it was in a joking manner or not. It doesn't matter. Your future spouse didn't appreciate it. And whether you were around or not, I don't know. But I feel like you're going to hear about it for sure. Again, that's not for everybody. That was just something that I picked up on. So we're looking into group number two's future spouse friends first impressions of group number three. Did I call y'all future? I mean group number two. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Group number three's future spouse's friends first impressions of them. You're going to meet their friends very quickly in the relationship. Yeah, you're going to meet their friends very quickly. You may, go out on a date or like your first date or two with your future spouse, and then maybe, by the third date, they are already introducing you to their family, their friends. I feel like they're very, very sure. Your future spouse is very sure that you're the one. And of course, they're going to take their time, and, not they may try to not rush things, but I feel like they're just so excited to be with you that they may rush things a little bit. So I feel like it's kind of up to you, group number three, just as a, forewarning. I don't think it's going to lead to anything bad or anything, but, it may kind of get under your skin a little bit. But you may have to kind of, set that boundary of, hey, let's slow things down. Let's, I understand that I'm crazy about you. You're crazy about me, but we have to slow things down. We have to, continue building this firm foundation before, we can build a house on it. So I feel like, you may have to set that boundary with your future spouse of, hey, let's slow things down. Let's just do us. Let's just be with each other. We don't have to rush into all the traditional things. We can take our time on that stuff. But I feel like regardless of that, you're definitely going to meet their friends very, very soon. I feel like your future spouses, um, friends and families' opinions about who they're dating really matters to them. Your future spouse is definitely a family person. They're definitely somebody who really values their family, really values their family's, opinions and, what they may feel or think about the person that they're dating. But I feel like, because I did a video, I'm not sure when I did it, maybe like earlier this year, where I did about your future spouse's family's first impressions of you. So definitely check that out. It's somewhere down on the playlist. You'll have to find it, um, but yeah, I definitely feel like their family is going to be very open and accepting of you. I'm picking up for some of you, and again, this isn't for everybody, but for some of you, this could be like a same sex connection, or like a connection that may be, untraditional. Maybe you or your future spouse may, identify as non-binary or something like that, or trans. But it may be something that's a little, untraditional for just a few of you. Um, but I feel like their family and their friends are very open and accepting of them, and accepting of you as well, no matter who you like or what you present yourself as. They're very accepting and very open. So I feel like that's something that you don't have to worry about. Oh, beautiful start. Beautiful. Nine of discs. So your future spouse's friend's first impressions of you is that you're somebody who you exude this very like abundant and confident and very like empress type of energy. You're very what is it? Um Almost like femme fatale a little bit. Um Without the negative side of that. Um I feel like your future spouse's friends really look up to you as like it's almost like this goddess. You may I'm hearing the song by Willow, Hover Like a Goddess. Um so it's like you have such like grace to you. I feel like they really love how graceful you are, how kind you are, how abundant you are, and how abundant you present yourself as well. I feel like they really like the way that you dress. Um, your future spouse's friends, yeah, they really love the way you dress. They love the way you present yourself. There's something about your hair as well. Some of you, you know, you may be bald headed like her on this picture, or some of you may, wear your hair in a certain style, or you may have like a hair color. Some of you, your hair color could be pink. You may have pink or yellow, or you may be blonde. Um, but I feel like they really love how you present yourself. Group number three, yeah, I feel like you dress very well, or you may have like a very unique like aesthetic, um, which could be something different than how the friend group may dress or whatever. So I feel like you bring in this very abundant, prosperous, very like. Sorry, I needed to let my chair up. Um, yeah, it's just like the energy that you exude really kind of um, makes them feel good. It makes them feel at ease. It makes them feel that they're just as powerful as you are. You're definitely a really good example of what it means to be you know, just a very decent human being. I feel like there's a lot of people who identify as women here watching this group, so I feel like you're definitely. I just heard somebody say, "Now that's a woman." Now that's a woman. I feel like, yeah, they really love the energy that you exude. They really love your abundant energy. I feel like you may have a very nice career or a nice job. They may, talk about that with you as well. They may really be very interested in your career. Some of you may be self-employed, or you may be doing your own thing, and they may you may talk with their friends a lot about like your career, what you do, what they do as well. I feel like everybody in this friend group are very interesting people. So I feel like the conversations with your future spouse's friends is like always going to be something very intriguing, very fun. I'm seeing you guys like I'm seeing y'all like really hang out a lot or like really get together on a lot of like special events. I'm seeing like like adult sleepovers where you guys, just hang out in your PJs, you order some food, you may have some drinks going on, or you may have, a little bit of smoke going on as well. Um, just having a really good time, whatever y'all's version of a fun time, like board games or doing different games and stuff like that. Um, or you may do like drinking games with one another if you do drink. Um, but yeah, I definitely see just with this nine of pentacles here, like such a fun dynamic with one another. Let me get a couple of more. Is this? You got the King of Wands. Love to see it. Yeah, this is a very like. I feel like they love how passionate you are. And yeah, you have the Devil in reverse. They love how passionate you are. And I just heard unproblematic. You're very unproblematic. You're somebody who doesn't like you know issues and problems. You're not really interested in like gossip and drama and shit like that. You're somebody who prefers to not do all that type of stuff. And I feel like their friend group really they respect that. Not to say that they may not do that, because some of them just might do that. Um, some of them might just gossip, not necessarily about you or anything, but they just they're just who they are. Um, but I feel like they really respect you. They have a lot of respect for you, group number three. They really respect your boundaries because I feel like you're with this nine of pentacles here. This is like like boss queen type of energy. Like she doesn't put up with nothing. Um, yeah, I'm seeing like Queen of Pentacles here too. It's like you don't put up with nothing. You don't put up with no type of bullshit. If you can see bullshit from a mile away, and you're going to go the other way just so you don't have to interact with the bullshit. You're just somebody who's very unproblematic, and I feel like they respect that about you. That's definitely part of their first impressions about you is that you're somebody who deserves respect. You set the boundaries, and you expect people to respect those boundaries. I mean, there's nothing more to say about that. Yeah. What else? First impressions. Yeah, you have the Seven of Swords here. So somebody, one of the future spouse's friends may think that you, and not to say that it's true or anything, but they may be a little bit skeptical of you at first. Just being honest, you may have one of the friends or two who may be a little bit skeptical of you, or maybe a little skeptical of like your intentions. Um, but yeah, other than that, I don't feel like there's a lot of like issues or like negative things. I feel like this is going to be a very positive connection. I feel like this is a group of people who you've been really manifesting, and group of people who you can really consider friends. You don't consider a lot of people friends. You may have a lot of associates. You may have a lot of people who you may associate with, but as far as like friends, you may not have a lot of that, because you may just have dealt with a lot of snakes and foxes in the past in your friend groups, and you're just like, I'm just gonna do me for a while. But I feel like this friend group, your future spouse's friends, are going to be very, very open and accepting of who you are. Um, One thing I am picking up though, one maybe like quote unquote negative trait, um, they may, again, some of them, like one or two of them, may be a little bit gossipy. So watch like what you're saying. This is just kind of like a warning by spirit. Watch what you're saying. Watch what information you may be giving out, because there may be like a friend or two who may be a little too gossipy, or who may be one of those gossipers who like to like twist things a little bit, or may say things that you didn't necessarily say. So again, be watchful of that. You're intuitive as hell, so I don't feel like that's something you have to stress about. I feel like when you do meet the friend group, you're gonna automatically pick up who's on some type of bullshit and who's not. I feel like you're just going to be able to see that off the bat. But you got the Three of Cups here, which again is a lot of celebration, a lot of hanging out. You see they're at this like party, this gathering. They got the drinks in their hand. They're about to toast. You got people here dancing, people here eating. Look like somebody's laughing over here. So I feel like you're gonna have a lot of good times with the friends. So I feel like definitely if first impressions with you is you're somebody who they can see going out with and hanging out with all the time. Lots of celebrations. I definitely see you guys getting together for celebrations. The first time you meet them, you may have actually meet each other at like somewhere like social, maybe like a social event. It could be some of you could be a party or club, a wedding, a funeral, something like that, to where there's like other people around. You guys may reserve like a room somewhere or reserve a table at like a restaurant or something. But I see your first time meeting them is in like a group setting, a social setting. For some of you, this could require travel as well. I really like this for you though, group number three, because I feel like you deserve a really good friend group. So I'm gonna end off with a couple of these cards here. Group number Group number three, future spouses, friends, first impressions of them, spirit. For group number three, what's that? One, two, three. Let me get one more. I saw this one. Okay. Humility, you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. So you bring this level of humility to the group as well. You're somebody who's very humble. Um, Again, you have a lot going on for yourself by the time you meet your future spouse's friends. You have a lot going on with your life in a positive way. You have a lot of abundance. You have a lot. You have a very good job and career. Your career is flourishing. Your finances are amazing. I'm definitely speaking that over your life right now. Group number three, your finances are stable and consistent and prosperous, for both you and your family. Um, but yeah, it's like you have all this abundance, and they know that you have all this abundance and money, but you don't flaunt it. You're not somebody who flaunts it. I feel like you're somebody who. Sorry about that. Group number three. My phone camera died, so I had to charge it up first. But back to what I was saying, with the humility card here. Although you present yourself as, you're very abundant, you have a very, unique aesthetic, and you dress very well, and you have this money. You're still humble, and and your future spouse's friends really appreciate that about you. They really like that about you. You're not somebody who may you're not a show off. You don't um, yeah, you don't show off your things to other people. You just do you. You just live life, and I mean, you can't help that you're an abundant. You can't help that money just flows to you very easily. So, yeah, they really like your abundant energy, and I wouldn't be surprised that that kind of rubs off on the future spouse's friends as well with being around you. So you have compassion. So you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Hey, um, sorry, my dog was barking, but yeah, you're a very compassionate person. I feel like your future spouse's friends, first impressions of you is that you are compassionate. You're somebody who you really you care for other people, not for everybody. We're just being honest. You really care for those who really care about you. You're all about equal give and take. You're all about balance. You give the energy that you receive from others, and I feel like with them, um, with them giving you and displaying this like very loving connection that they have with you. um I feel like you give that same. energy back to them as well, and they really appreciate that. They really love how balanced you are as an individual. Even if you may not consider yourself that right now, again, this is future spouse. So by the time you do meet your future spouse, you would be in this type of energy, if not already. But yeah, very compassionate individual, very loving, very open minded, very open hearted. You're somebody who you may be a little stubborn on certain things, but I feel like for the most part, you're very open. You're very okay with sharing and just being there for others as long as they're there for you as well. I feel like you've really learned that lesson, of not being in a one-sided relationship or connection. You're not on that anymore. So you have willingness. You are able to compromise, and the end result is if the end result is love. Yeah, again, this is you. Being willing to open yourself up to other people. This is you being willing to be vulnerable with people. As long as it is a balance thing. You don't. I feel like you're maybe somebody who you don't see the purpose in opening yourself up to other people if they're not going to do the same thing for you. You're only vulnerable with those who would do the same thing for you. So you're very much all about like balance and harmony, and doing unto others as you would want to be done to yourself. Um, so yeah, very willing individual, and I feel like your oh my gosh. I stuttered so hard. Your future spouse's friends' first impressions of you is that they really love this about you. Um, so this is very good. You're a very willing person. You're very open minded, and they really respect that about you. Because I feel like they're very open minded people as well. You have integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every actions. Another impression about you that they have is that you're all about action. You don't care about words. You don't care about what other people say to you. You don't care about promises that people make to you. You're all about action. You promised me this thing. You told me that you were going to do this, but did you do it? Did your actions align with that? So I feel like they see that within you for sure, that you don't give a shit about what they say to you. You care about how they act towards you. You care about the action that they're putting towards um, what they say. So you're somebody. Somebody has that like cognitive dissonance thing going on. You don't really fuck with them like that because that's not something you trust. You don't trust people who talk the talk but don't walk the walk. So you prefer somebody who's going to you know walk the walk and not just talk about it all the time. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're somebody who also has a lot of integrity. You tend to always do the right thing even when nobody's around watching. You just have a lot of integrity about you, and a lot of you have a good moral balance to you. Let's just say that you have a very good moral balance, and I feel like your future spouse's friends appreciate that. Then you have release here. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. So your future spouse's friends feel that you're somebody who's very open. You're somebody who's open to change. You're somebody who's not afraid to change. You're not afraid to release and walk away from people who no longer serve you. That's a lesson that you've had to learn. Is releasing those who no longer serve you with this devil in reverse. So you're not afraid to release people, things, habits, behaviors, mindsets, anything that no longer serves you, or anything that is a blockage to your blessing and abundance. Because again, you're going to be in this super abundant energy, and you're going to get there by leaving behind what no longer serves you, especially mindset. Leaving behind certain mindsets that no longer serve you, and moving forward without those, because I feel like you're going to get further ahead as you kind of fix your mindset regarding money, or what you feel that you deserve or worthy of. So definitely some mindset shifts here, and that may really encourage your future spouse's friends to do the same thing as well. So I feel like you're going to be very much an example of to other people, to your future spouse's friends. They really just they just really love who you are as an individual. You're very like if they have kids, like they would love for their kids to grow up to be like you. You know, you have a very good morals ground. You know, you're not somebody who gets in a lot of drama or bullshit. You know, you've learned your lesson over time, and by the time you meet your future spouse and your future spouse's friends, you're gonna be in this very queen, like empress type of energy, whether you're male, female, non-binary, now whatever your gender expression is. I feel like you're definitely stepping into this empress energy, and your future spouse's friends are going to love that about you. They're going to love you so much, like you have no idea. You think that you do, but you have no idea how much they're going to really love and accept you. But group number three, these are all the messages that I'm seeing for you. So let me know how this reading resonates with you in the comment section below. Um, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. And if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, you can head over to my website at rebootofthesoul.com, or you can check out the Linktree link in my Etsy page and you can purchase your reading there. For group number three, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out.